Respected teachers and my dear friends, I, Pavaki Pratibha Agrawal, along with my Uttam School B.E.S.T club mentors Anika, Anuja, Sia, and Yashika, under the mentorship of our guiding lights Ms. Yamini Gupta and Ms. Varnika, warmly welcome you all to a new and exciting journey of giving clean air and blue skies to ourselves and the society. Every year, we hear the untamed issue of stubble burning in Delhi NCR regions during the notoriously infamous months of October to December. Coupled with vehicular pollution, which amounts to 40% of air pollution, these pollutants in air create havoc on human lives in form of asthma, lung and heart diseases, COPD and other life-threatening conditions. To curb the menace of this ever-growing pollution, we have assembled here to make you aware of causes, its effects, solutions, and your contribution to our environment. It is rightly said that a young mind can influence 10 people. Taking a cue from this, Lung Care Foundation, an NGO with a vision to care and cure 2.6 billion lungs of India, has launched its initiative B.E.S.T clubs with students as lung warriors all over India, and we seek your support in this noble cause. So, what is Lung Care Foundation? With a vision to combat ill effects of air pollution and have healthy pinky lungs and giving life to lives through awareness programs and activities, Lung Care Foundation was formed over a glass of wine in a dinner meet by its founder trustees, Dr. Irwin Kumar, Dr. Bilal bin Asaf, Mr. Rajiv Khurana and Mr. Abhishek Kumar on 25 November 2015. The mission with passion and enthusiasm to improve quality of life for COPD and asthma patients through education, management and clinical intervention, LCF aims to highlight the ill effects of air pollution, seek support for research and awareness for the same, and build a chain of friends of LCF with support of US Embassy of India like Saaf Hawa or Nagrik, an initiative for NCR, Spurge Foundation and Breathe Easy State of B.E.S.T clubs to reach masses with the help of young minds, we students, as lung warriors. My team will shed light on each and every aspect of air pollution impacts and solutions and the role of B.E.S.T clubs in our objective to have Swachh Hawa wa Uttam Vatavaran.
Now that you have got an insight into what exactly is LCF, it is time to come to the topic on which we will be working. As we all know that air pollution is rising day by day and the motto of B.E.S.T Club is to reduce air pollution in order to reduce the effects on our lungs. Firstly, let us understand why does air pollution affect us. It is because we breathe 25,000 times a day inhaling 10,000 liters of air. So 10,000 liters of air is going inside our body, and if that air contains poison for our body, what will happen to us? Will we remain healthy? We all are taught that air means 79% of nitrogen, 17.8% oxygen and some inert gases. But today, when we talk about air, we talk of particulate matter and harmful gases that the air contains like the sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, carbon monoxide and a large number of other gases. Now, these poisonous gases which are present in the air reduce the air quality, and that is the reason that the quality of air has changed radically in the last 20 years. And the sources vary from residential cooking to open waste burning to construction and to vehicle exhaust. We often hear the words PM2.5 and PM10, which means particulate matter. Here PM10 and PM2.5, the number 10 and 2.5 denote the size of the particle. When the level of these particles increase and penetrate deeply into the lungs, we can experience a number of health impacts like breathing problems, burning or sensation in the eyes and many more. Just for your reference, a human hair is about 50 micron. So you can imagine if the human hair is about PM50, what will be the size of PM10 and PM2.5? Another word that we hear is AQI. What is that? It is the Air Quality Index. And this scale, I would like to tell you that almost all winter months are under this hazardous 300 plus scale. We are hardly able to go behind the 151 or this orange scale. Perhaps coming to a question, have you ever wondered what happens to our lung when we breathe such toxic gases? So here is a comparison between the status of lung cancer patients that were found in 1988 and 2020. In 1988, there were 90% of smokers who had lung cancer, and 10% of lung cancer patients were non-smokers. The average age of lung cancer in 1988 was 52 to 60. There were almost no women patients. The color of the lungs was pink in non-smokers and black in smokers. While in today's time, in 2020, we have 50% of lung cancer patients who are smokers and 50% of them are non-smokers. The average age of lung cancer is reduced to 30 to 40 years, which means that we have lost 10 precious years of our life. There are now 40% of women patients, and the color of lungs are black in non-smoker as well as in smoker. So we can say that there is no difference left between us and the smokers now. Before moving forward, I would like you all to see the sad reality, to see these lungs. This is a lung of a healthy person, and sad to say that it is hardly found in India. On the other hand, this black lung is of a non-smoker. From the very first breath of a life, we start inhaling these toxins that are deposited and cannot be cleaned. And thus, I say that it is a national emergency to save these healthy pink lungs. Many of us here think that it is only Delhi that faces this problem. But the answer is no. It is a problem faced by this whole planet. But the magnitude lies in India. I'm afraid to say that the 15 most polluted cities of the world are Indian cities. Now, let us take a closer look on how air pollution affects us and our health. Any idea how many cigarettes we take per day? Now you would think that this is a silly question. But no, we all take 14 to 15 cigarettes per day. Now what makes me speak this? 1 cigarette per day is equivalent to 22 grams of PM2.5. And this is the reason that why non-smokers and smokers are equivalent in number today. And this impact starts just when a newborn baby takes his or her first breath. That means he or she starts to smoke the very first day of life. Not even when he is born, but inside the mother's womb, because the mothers inhale such toxic gases and the same air is taken in by the baby. Air pollution causes hypertension, increased serum lipid concentrations and heart attacks. It is the reason for low IQ in children and accelerated aging in elderly. It even leads to socio and economic long-term mental effect on our brain. Moreover, 6.5 million people are killed every year just because of air pollution. I would like to end by saying that steps to change lie within our city's name. G stands for groom yourself, improve your knowledge, and be aware of what is happening around the globe. H stands for hold hands with others, as we all know that unity is strength. A stands for ask questions to enlighten yourself and learn from those questions. Ask, how did that go wrong? And second, how can we solve it? Z stands for zoom on social media appropriately. I stands for initiate and finitiate. Build plans, implement them, and finish them. A stands for ACE. Don't miss the opportunity and the support you have. B stands for Be positive. Always think good and don't get disheartened by the failure and comments by the society. A stands for Achieve and Teach. Make a change and teach others. D stands for Dust Pollution Buster for life and make this commitment a lifetime commitment in every task and profession you do. So we need to enthuse, energize, excite and gratitude to others. I would like to tell that mankind was born as an entrepreneur, not as a worker, which means that we are to start new things. And the next time when people ask us what we are doing, it is time to tell them that we are building a startup to serve mankind, which can be called a social entrepreneurship. I would now like to hand over to Anika and Anuja for further information about B.E.S.T Club. Be creative, stay superlative. Thank you.
Now, since Yashika has told you all about air pollution and its impacts, I'm going to tell you what is B.E.S.T Club. B.E.S.T Be It Easy Stay Tough Club is an initiative by Lung Care Foundation and supported by Public Affairs Section, US Embassy, New Delhi. It was a initiative which they took to create awareness and amplification of action for fighting air pollution and climate change. So it is basically a year-long engagement program with mentorship and guidance by Lung Care Foundation, besides inputs from educators and as mentors, doctors in local communities and our best warriors. So that's it. So let's talk about the main objectives or aims of the B.E.S.T Club. That starts with increasing awareness about air pollution and its impacts among students, families, and communities. So the first aim is all about spreading the knowledge we are going to have, and which leads to our next aim, which is promoting small individual actions to reduce air pollution and discuss ways to prevent exposure. Now, asthma is the most common disease, you can say, right now among students, among children of our age and smaller than our age. So we have to set guidelines and increase awareness for asthma management in our school. And the important objective or the main objective is to bring one major impact throughout this year in the school.
So, yeah, all bored up by this huge amount of information that my fellows provided. So, here I am, Anika Tomar, to gather your interest. Thinking about what it is to do with you all? Well, you all are going to play a very crucial role in this whole process. But what is it and how? Let me brief you about the students' role in this campaign. There are 6 steps that are to be followed. First, orientation and training workshop. Second, setting up teams in schools. Third, B.E.S.T clubs on social media. Fourth, B.E.S.T club annual activity plan. Fifth, share or work with them through B.E.S.T Care digital platform. And the last but not the least, B.E.S.T club culmination and award program. Don't worry, we will together go through each one of these points one by one. So let's start. Step 1. Orientation and Training Workshop. Firstly, they enrolled schools on first come first basis and the 25 proactive schools were then selected. In this, they have appointed 4 members and 2 teachers from each school. And yeah, as you all can see, me, Yashika, Anuja and Pavaki are the 4 members and respected Yamini ma'am and Varnika ma'am are the 2 teachers responsible. We attended a webinar exclusively for Ghaziabad schools, and we are assigned the duty to further spread the knowledge and info that we gain from them to you all. So that's what we 4 are doing right now. Okay, now the second step. Step 2. Setting up teams in schools. Now, who will take all this forward? So yeah, you are right. You all will. For that, we will form a core team from our school consisting 16 members from class 6th to 9th. These members, along with the guidance of our teachers, will be responsible for executing and implementing their plans and initiatives with the support of other Uttamites as well. Let's move to the third step. Step 3. Best clubs on social media. Every message needs a medium to reach to the masses. That medium for us will be social media. So, every activity and initiative that the core team will be taking regarding the best club will be shared on their social media pages. The members shall follow them on any of the social media platforms. I know many of you might not be using any social media platform, so no need to worry. You could just see our post and suggest anything for the same. No worries, guys. If our school wishes to create their own social media page, then we are free to and have to share that with the organization so that they can tag us step. So these are their social media IDs. You can follow them on any of these. Step 4. Best Club Annual Activity Plan. Now, the next step and the most important one is to decide what actually we are going to do. So, we will be getting a year's time to decide and plan the activities, and considering the current pandemic situation, all those activities will be in a virtual setup only. A list of suggested activities will be shared in guidelines for reference. The scores associated with each activity will also be listed on Best Care digital platform. Each school has to organize minimum 2 intra-school activities with different themes based on the core focus areas of best clubs. Each school is expected to participate in 2 inter-school competitions organized by the Lung Care Foundation team. The project assigned under these competitions will be monitored and evaluated by a team of jury members set up by the LCF. Now comes the fifth step. Step 5. Share our wonderful work with them through Best Care digital platform. The core team is allowed to share images, videos or articles of their activities on Best Care digital platform, accessible on Lung Care Foundation's website. They will keep updating the scores once a team shares their activity details. Students and schools can view their total scores on their digital leaderboard to access their own performance. Step 6. Best Club Culmination and Award Program. Last but not the least is the award program. All excited about the awards, right? So yeah, we will surely get one if we work hard with full determination. All the members will be receiving certificates, and those with exceptional work will receive merit certificates, trophies, medals and many more exciting prizes. I know you all are now just wondering, what if you receive a medal? Then how proud you will feel, right? But yeah, don't forget, we are working for a change and not a payback that may be in a form of award. So keep the spirit and we'll see you in the hashtag Work for Change.